Oh shit, son, here we go.
Oh shit, indeed. Here we go. Fuck a dick. We're gonna start this shit. That's just for you, Nash.
Cock.
Bigger, blacker cock.
Biggest, blackest cock.
Alright, hello and welcome to DotaBattles.
I was going to tell you about my cock dragon that I drew the other day. Sorry,
I have that in this book here
No,
somewhere.
I drew another one.
Oh, nice. I kind of want to see it now. I want to see your mighty cock dragon.
Sorry, don't let me throw you off.
Yeah, Dota battles. You take 50 of the world's most mediocre players,
Painfully mediocre player.
masterless samurai, Ronin in search of a shogun, and Nash is that shogun. He's actually the team captain for A-Style. Puts all these people together, makes up 10 teams, and here we are with this tournament. You can find out more actually at DotaBattles.com.
Yeah. And so what do you do to make that whole scenario even better? You get 2 rank fucking amateurs to cast the games.
Yeah,
I think that's a solid plan.
We are those rank amateurs. I am Warbond. I will be playing the role of the cameraman and the guy who kind of stares off at the pretty colors that shit really goes down, because I really have no fucking clue exactly what I'm doing. And with me to give me the backup I so desperately need is my brother, Despair. Say hello, Despair.
Hey, man. What's going on? Oozing personality.
Like, it's just non-stop laughs from here on out. The next 2 hours.
Well, yeah, especially because my job, if no one is aware, is to handle some of the analysis, which I'm not good at, but mostly drink some wine, see how drunk I can get before the end of the second match.
And say cock as many times as humanly possible within this probably 45-minute game, which will more than likely be an utter snooze fest, thanks to the shitty leadership of Nash.
Yeah, dear leader.
Dear leader Nash. Like I said, he put the entire thing together. He has no idea what he's doing. As a matter of fact, from everything that I can tell, he was just desperate for some friends. All right. See, that's what happens, Nash, when you fuck with me. You say it once in chat, I say it forever on YouTube. All right, looking at
Pretty sinister.
some of our early...
Like internet sinister, not for real sinister.
Oh, yeah. No, it's definitely fake sinister. Looking at the early picks here from Happymen, we got a Timbersaw, which I think is a solid hero, just in general, especially with, what is it? Reactive armor. That
probably
can give some early survivability.
Yeah, the kind of survivability that would see him most likely put in the off lane. I mean, we'll have to see how the draft goes. And as we have mentioned before, as I had mentioned before, this early in the draft, and especially when you've got this limited pool of heroes where you have to sometimes assemble this weird fucking team, there's no telling what we'll see. So yeah, Timbersaw, great off laner, probably going to see him there. Bane, great support. Tidehunter, another great support. Potentially someone else who could go in the off lane, but depending upon the hard carries that we see, he'll likely be in a tri lane with someone.
By classic 2 support 1 style.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, depending upon, again, who they get. Visage, great support, great ban. Same thing with Clockwork. Outward Devour, another great character, great mid. Treant Protector, very popular nowadays. Very strong, hits like a fucking truck in the early game. And so we've got Lena.
Rapid fire picks there by A-Style.
Yeah, I mean, they're your 2... I say hard carries. Shadowfiend will probably end up mid, but he can be a pretty hard carry. Luna, one of the hardest carries in the game. Earthshaker, excellent support, great initiator. Getting off a hardcore Echo Slam, followed up with Empower Totem or Enchant Totem, and then a Fissure. I mean, there's a lot of ways that he can ruin people's days.
It was game 1 from last week, last Monday, that we saw Earthshaker doing much work. And yeah, just blinking around the map and fucking up everyone's night.
Yeah.
The most spectacular way.
So we've got a Slark pick and a Magnus. Magnus. So they've got Magnus and they've got Tidehunter.
Normally,
and that's
Magnus
a lot of team team fight capability between the Ravage
the
and
Ravage.
Polarity.
You reverse polarity everybody in. Tidehunter blinks in, ravages everybody. He got some hardcore tentacle porn going on right there.
Oh yeah.
And then Slark does his weird thing and he leaps around and
It's generally annoying. I mean, he's a solid carry. And we see a Batrider as a last pick. Another initiator.
I want to feel like, or I do want to feel like.
I want to feel like. Yeah.
I want to feel again. I want to know what love is.
So long.
But Batrider can do some great counter initiations. Can really shut some heroes down. Force Staff, Blink Dagger, and he's gonna fly around the map and really fuck up your initiation if you're not careful.
Yeah, if it is very likely that he will end up being the mid lane for A style. You'll see Shadow Fiend, or I'm sorry, the off lane for A style. Shadow Fiend will be in the mid, and you got Luna and the Earthshaker and Lena in a tri lane. But what the fuck do I know? That's just how the pros would do it.
You never can
in BT.
Tell. All right, so as we get everything set up here, let's take a look at the teams and who has picked what. So for A style on the Radiant side, we have our illustrious leader Nash as the Batrider. American Freedom 1776, man after my own heart, has Earthshaker. Snow playing Luna. Who the fuck is Snow, by the way? Fancy or no, Snow on Luna. Fancy Panda.
I mean, it's part of the fucking roster.
I don't have it up. Hang on, let me write that shit down. And then finally the Data as Shadow Fiend.
Then I can take us through the Dire.
Do it.
Happymen. We got Fape, who I will call Fap, on the Tidehunter. We got LK on the Bane. Up in the top lane, we've got BZ Chaos and Slark. We got Magnus mid as JT. It's a very weird way of saying that. And Catterday yet on the Timbersaw down at the bottom lane for the Dire.
All right, so just as we predicted, 2 protect 1 on our off lanes.
Yep.
For the safe lane. Whatever. We got 2 protect 1 all over the place.
You'll figure it out one day.
One day. God damn it. All right. So we have Slark, Tidehunter, and Bane in one lane, and then Luna, Earthshaker, and Lena in the other.
Yeah, and as survivable as Timbersaw can be, I'm kind of worried for him. The other day I was talking about lane presence, and between the Lucent Beam from the Luna, the Fissure from the Earthshaker, and the Light Strike array from the Lena, they got a lot of lane presence. They can make
put Luna and Lena together.
Because they
Lena and Elena together. That was a bad joke, but
yeah, I don't even know.
We are.
But yeah, here we are. You can't take it back.
You gotta power through it.
Top lane, we got Bane and Tidehunter coming in on the Batrider. He will likely get away with that issue. Oh nope, there's the Nightmare. There's the Pounce, chains him up. He's trying to use the Firefly to get away, but that'll be your first blood in the first lane or in the top lane.
Wow, 51 seconds. Let me write that down.
Write that down.
First blood, 51 seconds. I got this. FB. That's how I initialized that there.
Yeah, and
0:51. That's how we'll know forever.
Bane is really good at setting up things like that with the Nightmare, with the Fiend's Grip. But I mean, that was just they were up there the whole time, but it was still a great move by them. Maybe a little bit of an oversight on Nash's part as far as getting up there, not being able to see the other supports. Of course, again, the Bane, you get caught out.
Denied.
Sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it.
And actually, I want to say that's unrecoverable, and I'm going to go ahead and call GG right now on behalf of Nash and A-Style. They're fucked.
Most of the time, being a professional caster, you never want to do that. But since
and in this case, it's completely solid.
But yeah, since we're complete amateurs, we can call those.
Yeah,
we can make those sorts of calls all day.
As rank amateurs, we do whatever the fuck we want. Who's gonna know about it?
Yeah. And going up to the top lane, and this is another thing I was mentioning to you the other day. When you've got a tri-lane setup like this, in the top lane and in the bottom lane, and they're both doing it. Both teams are doing it. American Freedom and Fancy Panda, and who else do we have here? We've got FAP and LK. You don't want to just sit there and babysit your carry. I mean, you can if you have to, But really, you should be going off. You should be stacking the neutral camps. You should be pulling the creep wave if you have to. Basically, you don't want to be a sponge for the experience for your carry.
Right, and we have seen that gimp teams before.
Exactly. It will end up gimping everyone. It's not the thing that you want to do.
Actually, I'm kind of surprised with Nash as the Batrider here that he has only just now taken Sticky Napalm. I thought it was kind of standard to take Sticky Napalm to begin with and just spam the ever-loving shit out of it in the hopes that you get multiple stacks.
But although that is true, definitely for a mid Batrider, for an offlane Batrider against the lineup that he's against, you want to get Firefly, so if anything, you can fly straight off the map and try to get yourself out of any sticky situation.
Just as an escape, so you can stay in lane a little bit longer, stay a little survivable. And he has items to that effect with the tangos and his healing salve.
Yeah.
Just really trying to stay in there and soak up the experience that the tri-lane isn't getting.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you can do, I mean, as an offlaner. And, I mean, that's why you get people who are survivable, because at the very least, all you're going to be doing is surviving, not getting last hits. That said, Timbersaw, although he's making a good show, Catterday yet, he's making a good show of getting up there in the creep waves, he still has, he just got his first last hit. And
That's
I mean,
a good idea. I can put that up there on the screen.
Yeah, Nash is kind of in the same boat with 2 last hits and 2 denies. Meanwhile, in middle lane, the Shadow Fiend, as I would have expected, he's sitting on 18 last hits and 11 denies against Magnus's. JT and the Magnus, 9 and 2. They're both going for the top rune, double damage. This, I mean, if he shows himself, this could be a kill. No,
the data is not interested right now. He wants to get back in lane, get those last hits.
Yeah,
I think it was more just denying the double damage.
Yeah.
Which, how did they know that was there?
They got a rune up on top.
Not today.
Or, I'm sorry, Radiant has a rune on bottom because it popped at 4 minutes and it wasn't on bottom. They knew it was on top. God damn, boy.
Yes, of course.
Everyone know that.
I didn't.
Oh, wow. And on the bottom lane, we've got American Freedom and Fancy Panda double pulling, which is next level strats. That's fun to see.
I know what that means.
But all in all, so they pulled the creep wave up to the first neutral camp here, and then they cut through when it was almost dead, and then pulled these guys down, and then dealt with the rest of the creeps. And it is, I mean, it's quite cool to see.
They've been watching some videos.
Yeah, right.
Actually,
see,
and that's something that I kind of failed to mention this time is all the fucking research I did on all these teams. I didn't really see anything that sticks out to me as far as how the players chose their heroes.
Top lane, we got a Nightmare on the Batrider and a pounce from the Slark, and this could potentially be another kill on Nash. Yep, he goes down. Really unfortunate. But again, sometimes that Bane comes out of nowhere, and LK did a good job of it again. Comes out of nowhere, puts in that Nightmare, gives plenty of time for your team to get in position to respond.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Nash, seeing as how he's normally such an amazing player.
Really one of the best players I've ever seen.
Ever, yeah.
I love. So this whole, by the way, to everyone viewing the VODs, this whole match is going to be Warbond shitting on Nash.
We call it actually Nash Bash. It's Monday Night Nash Bash, 2014. Welcome to the show.
Bottom lane, they've got it pushed up to the Dire Tier 1 tower. Snow doing a good job, 24 and 13, 6 minutes in. I mean, that's not horrible. Especially looking at the Slark, 21 and 3. I mean, that's comparable. The carries are doing a good job. I mean, and really the supports. I mean, this is the 2 protect 1. This is the classic tri-lane scenario. They really are doing a good job of making sure that the offlaners don't get in there. And they,
just basically staying out of the way. Just kind of the background, or I mean, fuck, it says it right there in the name.
And
looks
here
like
at bottom lane, we got a rotation from
something
Magnus.
up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he meets the Earthshaker, American Freedom. What will you do? There's the Enchant Totem. Yeah, and that's going to be enough to back him off for at least a little bit. He's level 6, so he's got that RP. Problem is, I don't know if they have the damage to follow up off of an RP.
Yeah, what are you going to do with it? I mean, you only got Timbersaw and the Magnus there. guess I can say their fucking names. Catterday and
Yeah,
JT there.
I'm
So
gonna try to start doing that too.
good luck.
But this is the sort of thing that I want to see from, the Magnus, from the Tidehunter, is start doing rotations, start trying to set up kills, because it's been a very passive game thus far, and they need to get shit done.
It's like Merc and Freedom and Fancy Panda are going to jump in and
there's a
see what they
fissure
can do
on.
on
Oh, there's the 3-man RP. Great. And here's the skewer. Nope. And
Timbersaw with a chakram.
he needs to just
something.
Yeah,
No,
he has to get out of there.
Gotta get out of there.
Like I said, just not enough to fall down. Great RP, great RP, but sadly, nothing.
Well, and Timbersaw just now hit level 6, so he just now got a chakram. It was a tad premature, but they didn't really have an option. Their hand was forced by Fancy Panda and Merc and Freedom running in there on the Timbersaw like that. Did they not see?
Watch Magnus
Magnus
rotating
there?
up to the mid here.
Did they not see JT sitting in
Looks like he's going to go for
the
Shadow
woods?
Fiend, maybe. They saw him walk away, but he was hiding like right in here, and so the sight path is pretty limited as you walk around. They may have just right-clicked and not seen it, or right-clicked to move and not seen it. Yeah, Batrider level 6 did not take Flaming Lasso, which is
missed the leap on the data, and now it looks like he's going to have to deal with that creep camp. Meanwhile, Fancy Panda comes in.
Yeah, Chaos.
Oh, they know he's
Let's
there.
get out of here. Yep. Yeah,
Shadow dances away.
That's
Again, with Slark, that's the amazing thing about Slark, is that you can do whatever you want and it doesn't matter. Nobody can fuck with you. Even
we were playing a game the other day. It's like, well, yeah, no wonder he stayed, because he's a Slark and he's bullshit and he can just shadow dance away at any
he doesn't
time.
give a shit. Isn't the thing with Shadow Dance is even if you have detection, you can't, like, it doesn't work.
Yes.
Immune to detection.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like you can't throw down the dust of make shit appear, or use the gem of see fucking everything. Doesn't work. You shadow dance.
Meanwhile, look at the near Roshan. We've got Fape and JT smoked up and going in for a kill.
Nash is about to go down again.
No
such thing.
Chaos and LK.
There's a skewer,
take
Fancy
down Nash one
Panda,
more time.
Light Strike Array, and but the data on Shadow Fiend might be able to clean it up, and he does. So that's a 1-for-1 trade with supports. Unfortunately, it was a Shadow Fiend that got the kill on the Tidehunter. And so Shadow Fiend sitting top of the network charts at a little under 4,000. Slark not that far behind at 3,600.
And actually, that was A-Style's first kill of the game, 10 minutes in.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
they needed it, but then they could have done without the return kill from the Shadow Fiend.
It's still really early, but
It's still really early. But see,
certain
the thing
point-
is, they're starting to make these sorts of rotations. They're starting to realize, if not like, hey, it's 10 minutes, we need to start doing it. Like phase 2 of the plan. Phase 1 was drink beer and kind of fuck off. Phase 2 is phase 2 is actually do something.
it's slowly put down the beer is phase 2, as you realize that something isn't
Top
quite
lane near
right.
tier 1. There's good RP by JT. Cut out the Bane. Sometimes you just got to throw it, or the Batrider. But Slark's
Chaos
gonna go
goes down.
Yeah.
Goes down to Nash's Batrider. Leap on this, you son of a bitch.
I really expected more to come of that. I mean, we got 2 people up. There was a TP reaction. It looked very official. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Luna is having to use the solar eclipse, or the lunar eclipse, and she
Takes
gets a
out
kill.
Timbersaw.
Back to the top lane. There's the Nightmare on Fancy Panda, which I think will.
Oh, and
So,
here comes the Ravage.
Ape out of nowhere. They pick up the Lena with a skewer. Or I'm sorry, not with a skewer, but the shockwave. Chaos managed to get a leap on the Dada,
Run
but
away.
oh, he misses the
His
second
leap
one.
misses,
they still
but
might be
he's-
able to pick him up.
He doesn't have.
And he's going
Is
to
he
be,
going to be able to TP out of there?
Out. Yes.
Nice. Oh no,
Oh,
Nash.
No, your leader. Yep, just buying what he can. Get the hell out. Because he was
Sponge.
clearly dead from the second that he started this game.
Yeah, just fucking disregard bitches in this case.
Acquire negative kill death ratio.
Yeah. Spend
And so,
currency.
I thought that that A-Style was going to push that top tower, but Happymen has turned around. They're going to push the Radiant tier 1 top.
Uh-oh.
Great Fissure just to slow things down.
Are they going to use their Glyph of Fortification?
No, that's actually going to be enough to...
Looks like Happymen are a little nervous about running in on that one.
Yeah, of course they were also, to be fair, they were waiting for the creep wave, but I
There's
did
the
sense a little
glyph.
hesitance. There's a pounce that catches on nothing. Nash is fireflied up. He is looking for a kill. He's got lasso up, but nothing's going to come of it. Slark, of course, using his bullshit shadow dance to get out of harm's way and avoid said lasso. But we've got the data in bottom lane, or in top lane, coming in, trying to make something happen. Look at JT over here, just sitting all sneaky. JT and Fap both. And yeah, Fancy Panda and the data wisely, I think, get the hell out of there. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Snow.
Okay.
Yeah, the one teleport's all it took. Top lane looks like it may have something again here. Man, just testing the waters, back and forth, back and forth.
Well,
like
you gotta be
it's gonna go.
worried. Gotta be
Yeah.
worried about that Regoose.
They should be, because both teams actually have really good regoosification abilities. That's kind of
Trying to-
initiated.
Yeah, right.
Initiated. For anyone who doesn't watch Pyrian Flax or Shaynomad stream.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I'm just trying to get a
is under
read
attack.
on the battlefield here to figure out what the fucking strategy is. But again, I think in this phase we're just putting down the beers and
Yeah, still.
saying, wait a minute.
Radiant's bottom
And looking
tower
at the
is under
experience
attack.
and gold graph, everything is still fairly even. I mean, it's a little in favor of A-Style in both counts, but at this point in the
Not
game,
all that
not-
much.
Yeah, not too terribly much. Mid lane, we've got a Nightmare on Snow, and there's the Skewer, but right into the Eclipse the whole way. That was unfortunate. Top lane, yet another skirmish. Fancy Pannin throwing out the Dragon Slave. Here comes Catterday, yeah, with the kill on the Earthshaker, American Freedom. An eagle sheds a tear somewhere. Fap. There's the lasso on Fap, but will they be able to follow it up with just him and the Lena?
Is under attack.
Oh, not the trees, no!
Sorry,
Yeah.
Catterday.
And
It is
the-
not Catterday yet.
There goes Fap. That was a really good engagement, and I completely missed the involvement of the data. I thought it was just Bat Rider and Lena. Oh, JT with the shockwave, and another great. That was a Fiend's Grip on the data, and that's a kill. So top lane, we've got Nash once again on the run. Shockwave hits, and he's gonna back off.
Those are
Yeah.
some pretty pro shockwaves from JT.
Yeah, and a great Fiend's Grip on LK to secure that kill on the Shadow Fiend. I mean, that's the sort of thing that you have no problem trading an ultimate for
Yeah,
Airy. Yes, please.
I'll take 2.
Yeah. And then back to just kind of chilling out. I've got a feeling that they're tired of the tier 1 bottom or tier 1 top being there.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna go down here pretty soon. I'm surprised they're not focusing solely on that, but it's definitely gonna go down. I guess they're trying to give Bane.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Looking at the KDA here, we do have LK as Bane leading the way, 3-0 and 3. Shortly behind him, the data with 3-1 and
Radiant's
1.
top tower is under attack.
You can't really tell much from these numbers right now. There's no clear advantage one way or the other. Looks like we're gonna get another tier 1 on the bottom lane here.
If you look at the top rune spot, though, we've got
Dire's bottom
Happymen
tower has
smoked
fallen.
up, rotating mid, and they're gonna go.
Dire's bottom tower
The
Lena,
skewer in, and there's an
Fancy
RP.
Panda.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's Fancy Panda.
Nash is Bat Rider,
Nash,
running
and
the
he's
fuck
gonna be
away.
away. Slark
Unless
hits the
he
Shadow Dance.
runs back
Great
in.
fissure just to keep him off of him, but the pound secures the kill.
Nice. Timbersaw, Catterday at chasing down Nash.
Yeah, and
He's
gonna
running
pay for
wild.
it.
No,
Yeah.
he's gonna stick around. Like you see all those icons in your mini map. You're like, I can do some good here. I can do some work.
Exactly.
And
But
he's gonna lick his wounds back at the fountain.
but, I mean, if anything, it could have been a probate. We got another Fiend's Grip, and that's going to be probably another dead Shadow Fiend, which is another great pickup for Happymen.
What is that? Is that a Requiem of Souls? Like when he dies, like it automatically.
Yeah, it's a mini Requiem of Souls.
Yeah, it uses half of them
almost,
or whatever it is.
Yeah, it almost killed them.
Yeah, it almost got the Slurk.
Very close. American Freedom sitting T1 mid, just I thought waiting for something, but he might just be waiting to stack these creep cans. Looking at the net worth, we've got Shadow Fiend at a bit under 7,000, and Luna not that far behind at 6,600. Right below him, though, or right below Luna, though, is Slark at 6,200.
So I mean, to bottom.
Yeah, A style carries are getting some gold, and it could end up going very poorly for Happymen because of that. Even though they do have the kill advantage now, I think they've been making some great pickups or pickoffs, and it's definitely not the end of A style.
Timbersaw getting the fuck out of there, using his timber chain to run away quickly, super run away.
Also using his feet to run away quickly. Give him the old walk away, as Furion Flax likes to say.
And I don't know if you saw it, but there were Blink Dagger purchases on both sides, one by the Magnus and the other by Batrider. So you got some decent
initiation. Stop playing the data on Shadow Fiend. Oh, what happened, JT? What happened to that RP? Here's the regoose from the Luna Snow. Losing beam. There goes the
JT goes down.
Yeah. Ooh, Catterday might go down as well. He needs to get out of there. But data, thinking about it, I saw the blood in his eyes. Oh, there's the Ravage.
Ravage coming in and fucking everybody's rolled up.
Yep,
not quite enough. There's 1, 2, 3 go down.
Finally goes down, but look at the damage it's already been done. And there's
LK be able to.
LK has got
clean
like
up?
17 Fiend's grips on the data. Defensive Nightmare.
Not going to be enough.
Yeah, Fancy Pants.
Merc and Freedom.
Merc and Freedom does a fissure. And
somebody make that man a commemorative coin.
Yeah, Batrider steals the kill. Good old Nash.
That's the Nash we know and love.
Yep, stealing kills, feeding mercilessly.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And I don't know if they're gonna. Ooh, he tried for the blink skewer, but not happening for him.
TP's incoming.
But still, fissure on the chaos. The chaos, BZ chaos. Now you are now the chaos. Try to make something happen, but the fissure just kind of zoned them all out. They should be able to get away safely. Unless Fab can get off his gush, and he does, but the Light Striker Way drives him back. Meanwhile, on top lane, Luna just going back to farming. They see her, they know she's here.
Definitely.
Snow's just gonna go back to farming, trying to get some shit done. Notice the Radiant Ancients. That Helm of the Dominator has paid off. She's got a Dark Troll Summoner, and Snow's been stacking. I mean,
in the bottom lane,
stack there.
You got a lot of X's and O's going on down in this bottom lane next to this tier 1.
Radiant's bottom tower.
BZ Chaos.
Come on, guys. Yeah, they
taking up Merc and Freedom, slamming them down.
Your body was a cage.
They have to take the tower in the back of this.
Merc and Freedom buys a Blink Dagger. Right. Oh yeah. They're not even going to bother glyphing that one. There's no reason. You may as well save it for that T2.
Yep. Which, speaking of top tower, or T2 top, Luna pushed all the way in. Managed to get just a smidge of damage on it. And
just enough to make them nervous.
Yeah.
Because at this point, you got to figure that Happymen aren't quite sure where the rest of A-Style is at right now. No, they're probably not at Roshan. They can see with this, with this observer ward here.
Yeah.
But otherwise, a couple of really, well, no, just the one aggressive ward there in the bottom jungle.
We've got Luna taking up that aforementioned giant ass fuck stack of Ancients, and we should see her shoot up through the net worth charts. I mean, that's a lot of gold. Speaking of gold, looking at the gold graph, A-Style was actually working on a decent lead there. And that last little engagement proved to swing it back in Happymen's direction. Same thing with experience. Smoke up mid. There's a Fiend's Grip on Fancy Panda. Fancy Panda's going down. There's the Ravage.
Snow goes down.
Yeah.
Doing so well. Look at that giant ancient camp.
Stack. Oh, no. That is never something you want to see happen.
Obliged.
It's like a mini Roshan right here.
I mean, effectively, yeah. And you should see the gold and experience both dip down, if not to 0, then a little bit.
Very close on experience. Very close. They're 39,780 to 39,640, so very close on the experience. The gold is a little bit further off at 2,000.
Nightmare on the back rider. There goes Chaos with a great pounce, and Nash goes
Not
down.
going to be enough to take down Slark.
BKB pop by the data, trying to see if he can do some shit. Oh, the enchant
Timber
totem.
Saw.
Enchant totem stopped the timber chain from connecting. It used to be that once you hit the timber chain, you were invincible. That was it. But you could be stunned now. That happened as of like 6.78 or 6.79. And American Freedom with the enchant totem shows us exactly why that sucks for timber chain players or for timber saw players.
Just a quick nightmare on Fancy Panda.
And
JT's going to take her for a little ride. Ride the skewer, bitch.
And, you know, this is what keeps happening to A-Style right now. Right? They need better ward coverage. I mean, think about the Luna pickup on that Ancient stack. Look at the ward. Happymen knew exactly what Luna was doing. They smoked up and they secured the kill. Then they managed to pick up the Bat Rider. They just picked up the Lena. I mean, those are the sort of small plays, you know? It's like getting 2-3 yards at a time in football. Like, it all adds up. Next thing you know,
That running
you got a
game.
fucking touchdown. Speaking of that ancient stack, there's another Fiend's Grip. LK and the data officially hate each other. Well, specifically, the data officially hates LK because
They're
LK
now
is
on BFF timeout.
and fell work on his ass.
Visited work upon him.
Catterday just going in there. There's the Lucid Beam. There's
Catterday doesn't give a fuck.
Button the Echo Slam.
Sorry, Fate.
Yep.
Die with honor.
Not much of a chance to do anything, and he was like a dozen seconds off of that Ravage.
Slark
Rider
got
goes
killed
down
by
again.
what seemed like a very long-range Lucent Beam. And that after Slark picked up the Bat Rider.
Still very close in kills, though. 18-23. Just, I mean, very slight favor to Happymen. LK and who is that? BZ Chaos has a Slark. 7 kills each. 8 and 7 assists, respectively. They're definitely getting there doing some work.
Yeah.
LK seems untouchable.
LK has, I mean, with the defensive nightmares, with the initiating nightmares to just set things up, the Fiend's Grips to specifically fuck the data's day up. I mean, he's really impressed me with his plays. I mean, even if they're incidental, it doesn't matter. Even if he's like, "Oh, hey guys, I did a thing," and everyone's like,
Face rolling the
"Good
entire
job,
time.
okay." It doesn't matter because it's made for some great plays, and like I said, it's the sort of thing that will eventually win them this game if they keep making those pickoffs. And they have to stay aggressive like that because the Luna and the Shadow Fiend. The Luna has got her Blade of Alacrity. She's going to be picking up her Yasha and the Manta style probably soon. It would have been a lot sooner had they not gotten the Ancient stack taken away from him. Shadow Fiend's got the BKB. He's probably going to be going for, I don't know, Daedalus or maybe an Abyssal Blade. I actually don't know what Shadow Fiend's build.
Sitting on
other just
4,000 gold
damage
right now.
So they have to, Happymen have to be worried about the late game carry potential of both of those two heroes. And so they have to keep the pressure up. They have to keep making those picks. And here's another smoke. All that said, they might just go to do it again, unless they're going to go for Roche. No, like fuck Roche.
They're just
we don't farm creeps. We farm heroes, bitch.
That's what we like to call a Mexican smoke. Just long enough to get across the river.
That's pretty racist. It looks like the bottom lane. We'll have to
JT
pick
gonna
up on
catch
the
out
front.
Snow.
I'm gonna congratulate them for that. I'm gonna give them
Yeah.
an applause because, just as I said, that's the sort of thing they need to do. Meanwhile,
Here we go.
Ash and
Fape is about to.
But I think, oh wow, Lena melted.
Fape is itching to use that Ravage.
Oh yeah, you know the feeling. You got to.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't have a blink dagger. But he's going a little bit more supporty.
More supporty, yeah, and so that's good. I mean, look at the wards that have been up. Very aggressive ward down in the Radiant Jungle. American Freedom, another great zoning fissure, which he's done a few of those to, if not outright save his team, then just make them feel a little bit more comfortable.
No,
about
I feel
how they're being chased.
I feel like you're saying American Freedom, and we both know that's not how you
American
pronounce it.
Freedom.
American.
No,
1776.
I'm sorry. Let me get my dip.
You can put a good dip in. That's what you need right now.
And the T1 mid should go down without out too much hassle.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, actually they did not glyph. I thought they'd already glyphed, but apparently that is not the case.
Nah, they're gonna save it for the T2, which is where they should have time to get organized and craft a response.
They're just
They're
waiting
crafting
for
a letter right now. Ooh, but
Yeah.
Bane LK, he's gonna see him again. He knows it's there. There's a nightmare on Nash. Gush from FAP, American Freedom. Like the jig is up basically, and so they're wisely gonna get away. They kind of knew that something was up.
Nash is
By
going
the
to
way,
flame walk into this.
I don't know if you saw
Firefly?
that excellent timber chain from Catterday. It was literally 5 feet. He hit the tree. I just thought it was really impressive. It's probably the best I've seen.
I think I missed that one.
Oh,
There's that
counter
Ravage.
Ravage. Catches American Freedom Nash. It catches basically everyone in the entire map.
I was waiting
But
for
the
it.
Eclipse comes out. There goes the Timber Saw. The Shadow
That,
Freedom Soul comes out. Oh, Laguna Blade did not quite catch the Slark, but he was still picked off. And the Fissure, great Fissure to keep those guys in place. Skewer away after the Lunar Eclipse, or after the Lucent Beam, and he's
We're
going to
gonna
be the only one
push
surviving
this
the team fight.
advantage. We're going to push this one.
Or Nash, maybe trying
Buddy.
to redeem himself.
Dire's
Get the
middle
little
tower is under attack.
bloodlust on you, buddy.
Dire's middle
Yeah,
tower
they're gonna
has fallen.
take that T2
Yeah,
without issue. I mean, you wipe out
back from Slark, and really,
about 80% of the team.
Dire's middle tower
A-Style
is
could back
under
off right
attack.
now, and just that buyback, that's worth it.
Yeah, they did it. They did what they needed to do.
No, they're gonna
Oh,
they're
they're
gonna
gonna-
they're gonna try to take this T3.
Pick up that tier
Great
3.
skew run data, but
GT,
they have the
can
follow-up
you capitalize on it?
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
from American Freedom. Slark, that's
Not the kind of regoose
official
that you want
dieback.
going on right here.
official dieback from Slark. The Dada's got a Desolator up. This is
And they're gonna
not
take a Rex.
Dire's
this is
middle
not looking
tower
good.
has fallen.
Fab
What is
hit by
going
another
on?
great fissure from American Freedom.
Just jumping
Dire's
in
middle
and
tower
dying.
is under attack.
They really need to regroup a little bit. I mean, I know they're desperate to stop this
Yeah.
onslaught from A-Style, but you report the entire team for feeding at this point.
Oh, they wanted it, but Fab is gonna. He got the Shadow Fiend, but he's gonna pay for it with his life and possibly the life of
LK
Bane.
goes
LK
down.
Screw you guys! A little friendly banter coming from the Dada.
They were aiming for him specifically.
Yeah.
But then again, he was the one who was closest to death at that point.
Yep.
And they're lucky that they got him. Looking at it now, the numbers are evened up. A-Style got all the experience. A-Style got all the gold. This is not looking good for Happymen right now.
Yeah, I mean, in every match that we play, and in every match that we've casted thus far,
There is the midway.
Dire's top
there's
tower
the
has
moment.
fallen.
there's the moment, and I think it was for A-Style. It was that fight in the middle lane river, and then the follow-up. At the tier 3,
Dire's top tower is under
and then
attack.
frankly, it seems like they got way too desperate, way too fast. Because I don't know what
Yeah,
JT was doing out there.
They need to be far more careful than this. I'm really
Yeah.
surprised at how Happymen are playing right now.
Yeah, I mean, considering how deliberate everything else leading to that woman, and you know what? I don't want to shit on them because they've been doing great, and hopefully they realize, hey, we need to slow it back down. The game is not lost.
It would be great if under Nash's
Dire's
expert
bottom tower
leadership
is under attack.
they used Happymen's innate aggressiveness against them, Sun Tzu style. But I don't think that's the case at all. They just got fucking lucky.
You're calling it luck.
It's that, yeah. That was.
Oh,
there's a
great deny by
nice deny
Chaos.
from BZ Chaos.
I mean, you don't want to have to do it. It's a little bit of a defeat, obviously, but you'd rather him not get the gold.
Well, and yeah, you're there. It's gonna happen anyway. Catterdy looking for Nash.
Yeah,
I think he's got his number. As many times as Catterday has killed Nash at this point, Nash ought to be a little timid about this.
we got him caught on the
Fancy Panda goes
got
down.
caught about that bounce. Oh,
Nash jumps
so-
in. There's the lasso, pulling LK around by his
Actually,
nuts.
great flame
Oh,
break.
yeah.
to push
That
him
was-
away. By,
And
on
still
that.
using that Firefly. Got the Nightmare on him. Not
Yeah, I
gonna
don't think
make
so.
anything else happen, but I think they've
Ooh,
done
American
enough.
Freedom.
There's 3 for 2.
Yeah, Lucent Beam, followed by
Embersaw
Earth
is
Shaker, Totem
gone.
Fuck.
LK is limping around. He doesn't know what to do. He should have a good idea where everybody is, and he's running in right behind him.
Yeah,
But he does have that regeneration rune, so
And there's the
the
GG
GG from Fape.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. I mean, you could
Yeah, you
feel
got-
the tension in the air as they were all hovering around the
You got
the
those
towers.
racks down.
And then all it took was just everything happen at once. Yeah, I mean, there you have it. I feel like Happymen played a great game. We're doing exactly what they should have done, considering the lineup, especially with Luna and Shadow Fiend. But I think at the end they just started playing a little bit sloppy, and that cost them.
The aggressiveness that served them so well earlier on in the game was their ultimate downfall. Once A-Style got up into the base, they started, and it was just a rush there from T2, T3, and then taking down the racks, and Happymen were desperate at that point. Like I said, they really wanted to stop that rush, and unfortunately did it in the worst possible way.
Yeah, by feeding.
Feeding relentlessly.
Mercilessly.
Merciless
But all
feeding.
in all, very entertaining game. Slow start, but it definitely picked up towards the end. Great plays by all the players except for Nash, and I'm looking forward to the second game.
I want to see him get raped in the second game as well. Okay, and so that will do it for this one. And if you're not joining us for the next one, or if you're watching this on YouTube right now, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.